Hello, my name is Liz Karlsson, and this is my philosophy of education. Sorry for the background, it's the only place I could get alone. What do you see as the purpose of education in our society? In Module 1, we watched a video called What's Education For? In the video, it talks about how education should focus on teaching students about working and relationships, and I 100% agree. The purpose of education is, at the very least, to teach the next generation basic knowledge as well as certain life skills in order to survive in society. Students need to learn how the world works and how to function with the people in the world. Inside and outside of the classroom, students learn facts about our world and our history, but they also learn how to be part of society and how to interact with their peers. I feel that education is a basic right of every child. Every child deserves to learn the same information and broaden their knowledge of different cultures and beliefs while also learning how to be kind and respect everyone around them. Education in our society is supposed to teach the next generation how the world works and how to overcome the challenges of being an adult. What do you think the role of an educator is, both inside and outside of the instructional setting? A teacher's role is to help students grow socially, emotionally, and intellectually. Both inside and outside the classroom, it's a teacher's job to create a safe space and a positive learning environment for students. In Module 4, we watched a video called Every Kid Needs a Champion. 1 minute and 54 seconds in, Rita Pearson says the one thing I agree with the most. Kids don't learn from people they don't like. Kids are probably the most skeptical yet curious beings out there. They come in with an open heart, but they can tell if you're being genuine or not. It's a teacher's job to establish that connection with the students right at the beginning of the school year. Teachers need to show kids that they are there to support them and help them grow. Teachers need to develop and create a positive learning environment for students, and the only way the students will learn is if they trust and respect you, and respect is earned by all. How have your experiences as a student impacted you as a future professional educator? As a student, I know how we think. I know how students think. I can talk to my friends about school and I hear their feedback. Nope. Okay, next. How have your experiences as a student impacted you as a future professional educator? As a student, I know how we as students think. I talk to my friends about school and I hear their feedback for their teachers. Right now, I am learning how I want to teach. The classes I'm taking, the teachers that I have, and the things I hear from other students give me insights that our current teachers may not have. I am learning how I want to teach and how I want my future students to learn. In this course, we have talked about the history of education and how teachers now teach. As a future educator, my role is to provide support, courage, and a safe place for students to learn. I have learned this from the research in Module 5. It will be my job as a future teacher to provide a positive learning environment, and to do that, I need to show my students kindness, care, and understanding. That kind of goes into what three qualities I believe an effective teacher should have that I also have. I believe a teacher needs to be compassionate, supportive, and open-minded. Every student deserves to have a teacher who truly cares about the success of their students. I had one teacher at the beginning of fifth grade, and as a student, you could tell she only cared about the paycheck. She didn't care about her students at all. We never did any interactive activities or dove deeper into understanding any concepts we were learning. Every assignment was completion based, and it didn't matter if you were right or wrong. I switched classes in the middle of the year, and my next teacher took the time to know me and establish a relationship with every student she had. She provided specific feedback and helped whenever I had questions about what we were learning. Her class kept students motivated and excited to come to school every single day and got us to look forward to the possibilities of the next year. In Module 6, we learned about how to foster a student's critical voice, and to do that, teachers have to provide a safe and trusting environment, and we need the previously mentioned traits to do so. I've been told time and time again that I encompass the patience and compassion a teacher needs to best support their students. What is your purpose in wanting to be an educator? Wanting to be an educator was actually the furthest thing from what I came to college for. I wanted to be an anesthesiologist, and I spent my first year in college absolutely miserable. This year, I decided to switch up my classes and try new things that sounded interesting to me. Now, all I want to do is teach. I want to support the next generation. I want to help them attain knowledge of the world around us and the discoveries we've made, while also learning how to be kind and respect others. I have teachers who help me more than they could ever know, and I want to be that person for even one of my future students. Based on your research in this class, how would you change schools or the field of education so students can meet the challenges of the next 50 years? I would add more ways to incorporate multimodal learning in the classroom. If I had the opportunity, I would add more ways to include every different way that a student learns to give them an equal opportunity as the rest of their peers. Technology is becoming a huge part of our society and the way people operate. As a teacher, I would teach my students the proper way to use technology to help them learn and present knowledge gained from research. We use technology for this class every week. Taking an online class is hard for someone who's so extroverted and has such a desire to communicate with peers face to face. But it is also such a blessing because if I didn't have this option, it would have put me off track for graduating. Some people see technology as a thing to fear, but I see it as a way to bring people together and give students another way to learn. Based on what you have learned in this class, as well as your own experiences, what is your working philosophy of education? In Module 4, we watched a video called This is Genius. And in that video, Ryan Lodicki says, school is a project when kids don't learn to project their ability. When a kid is struggling in school and is completely unmotivated, they won't be able to accomplish everything they are capable of. I want to help students stay motivated and excited to learn. I believe that technology can be a helpful aid in keeping assignments in school fun. When you give stu- when you give students the option of using multimodal learning, they can choose to learn in a way that is beneficial for them. Education is not only about learning the history of the world, it's also about learning what a student is passionate about and what students can accomplish. In the classroom, students broaden their knowledge of academics, but they also learn valuable life skills and their talents inside and outside of the classroom. I believe it's a teacher's job to help students be the best version of themselves. These are my references, and thank you so much for listening. I had a great time in this class. Bye.